The final tie. The weight of what happened still clings to me like smoke on old clothes, faint but stubborn. Some days I don't feel it until nightfall, when the quiet settles in and memory gets loud. I've spent a long time trying to piece together how everything fell apart so completely. Maybe if you've ever handed your entire heart to someone only to watch them fumble it like it was nothing, this will feel familiar. Or maybe it'll feel distant. Just another story of loss. Either way, here it is. The night I walked away from Alina, something shifted inside me. I couldn't name it then. I thought I was being strong, that I could leave with my head high and heart intact. But the truth is, I was already cracked down the middle before I even touched the doorknob. And I still remember the exact place it all began to unravel. The living room. Our living room. That old blue and cream rug we picked out from a dusty thrift shop on 9th Street. It wasn't much, but it had character, just like we said our life would. That rug had heard our laughter, caught our spilled wine, softened the weight of our tired feet after long days. We used to dream across that rug, planning road trips and whispering about babies and summer gardens. But dreams dissolve quietly. That night, she sat across from me, her hands folded like she was delivering a report. Her voice was calm, almost tender, and it sliced through me sharper than if she had screamed. "Leo makes me feel alive," she said. That was all it took. I didn't argue. I didn't scream or ask her why. I stood there, still, while her words rattled in the silence. My eyes never left the floor. I couldn't bear to look at her. My throat burned with unshed tears, but I refused to let them fall in front of her. I didn't want to give her that. "I hope he gives you what you're looking for," I whispered. What I didn't say, what I couldn't say, was that I hoped what she was looking for didn't exist. That maybe she'd realize I was the one who stayed. The one who kept trying. But I didn't fight. I didn't beg. Because begging someone who has already imagined a life without you is just another form of self-destruction. I walked out. Not because I stopped loving her, but because I knew she had already stopped loving me. The first few nights were hollow. I stayed in a rundown motel outside of town, the kind of place where the sheets are scratchy and the lights hum faintly in the silence. I didn't sleep. I didn't eat. I just stared at the ceiling, trying to rewind time, trying to spot the moment when the drift began. Her detachment wasn't sudden. It was quiet, gradual. It crept in like rot beneath the surface. I wasn't angry at her, not fully. The anger, when it came, turned inward. I hated myself for not seeing it. For loving her blindly while she quietly built her escape. I shut out everyone. Friends. Family. Their concern felt like salt in an open wound. I didn't want sympathy. I wanted to vanish. Eventually, I found a small one-bedroom apartment above a tailor's shop. It smelled of starch and fabric glue, but it was mine. No traces of her. No echoes. Just blank walls waiting for a new story. I got a job at a local hardware store. Nothing glamorous, but it filled the hours. The owner, Carl, was a gruff man with soft eyes. He never pried. Maybe he saw the grief on me and chose kindness instead of questions. One day, on a whim, I adopted a dog from the shelter. A scrappy mutt with mismatched eyes and a crooked tail. I named him Max. He didn't fix me, but he gave me something to wake up for. Alina didn't haunt my days the way I expected. I didn't miss her. I missed the version of her I'd crafted in my mind. The version who'd never walk out. Who'd always choose me. By the 6th month, I noticed my chest didn't feel as heavy. I started talking to people again. Nothing deep, just surface-level conversations. Safe ones. Then, one afternoon I had coffee with someone. A friend of a friend. It wasn't romance. Not even close. But it was proof that I could sit across from someone and not think about Alina. I didn't check my phone hoping to see her name. I didn't wonder what she was doing or if she ever missed me. By the 9th month, I was no longer broken. Not whole either. But okay. That was enough. And then she came back. It was a Tuesday. I'd just gotten home from work, my shirt dusted with sawdust, the smell of cedar still clinging to me. Max barked as I juggled the groceries and my keys. Then I heard her voice. Micah froze. There she was, Alina, standing at the bottom of the stairs outside my apartment. Her face was familiar but worn. Her eyes were red-rimmed, her frame thinner. Life had taken its toll. She held a folded letter in shaking hands. "I've been trying to find you," she said softly. I didn't speak. My keys hung in my hand, the door half open. "Here I am," I said carefully. She held out the letter. "This says everything I didn't. Everything I should have before I wrecked us." I didn't take it. Not out of cruelty, but because I wasn't ready to let her back into a space I'd fought so hard to reclaim. Not even for closure. She started crying. I didn't move. "I lied about Leo," she choked. "He didn't want forever. He wanted the thrill. I thought I needed more, but more was just emptiness." Her voice broke. "I destroyed the one thing that ever felt real. I don't expect forgiveness. I just wanted you to know you were the only person who ever made me feel whole." I looked at her. And for a split second, I saw the girl I had loved. But it was just a flicker. A memory wearing her face. "You didn't break us, Alina," I said, my voice steady. "You broke yourself." Her face crumpled. "I'm sorry," she whispered. He nodded. "I hope you find what you're looking for. But I'm not yours anymore." She cried harder. But I didn't reach for her. That part of me, the fixer, the forgiver, was gone. She left as quietly as I had, nearly a year before. I stepped inside, dropped the groceries, sank to the floor next to Max. My chest ached, but it wasn't the same ache as before. It wasn't longing. It wasn't heartbreak. It was release. The ache of cutting the final tie. And in that empty space, something else had taken root. So if someone ever tells you they found something better than the life you built together, let them go. Don't chase. Don't fight. Don't bleed for someone already gone. Because the best thing you'll ever find after heartbreak isn't revenge. It's peace. And that's the only thing worth holding on to.